This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button for all up-to-date immigration news. Today I'm going to be talking about changes to the English language test requirements that you will need for a visa for the United Kingdom. There are two types of tests as different immigration routes require different levels of English language ability. The test you will need to take depends on what you are applying for. For the following application routes, you will need to take a test that assesses your reading, writing, speaking and listening abilities, all four. Now these routes are the Innovator route, Startup, Skilled Worker, Minister of Religion and Student. So you'll need all four for those. For the following application routes, you will need to take a test that only assesses your speaking and listening abilities, so it's a bit easier. Sportsman, representative and overseas business, partner, that would be partner of someone coming to join somebody in the United Kingdom or in the United Kingdom, parent, settlement, which is also referred to as indefinite leave to remain, and British citizenship. The level of test you will need is known as the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, it's a bit of a mouthful, CEFR in short level, and it will depend on the route that you're applying for. To find out exactly what level you need, see the specific guidance for immigration route. They can vary wildly from a simple test for a partner to a complex one for British citizenship. Given the problems that there have been in the past with English language test providers, such as ETS and the Toeic scandal that has rumbled on for years, it is important that you pick the correct test centre. If you are in the United Kingdom, you can only take a CELT with one of the following providers: Language Cert, Pearson, Trinity College London, the IELTS SCLT Consortium. If on the other hand you're outside the United Kingdom and you want to come to the United Kingdom, you can only take a CELT with one of the following providers: Language Cert, Pearson, PSI Services UK Limited, and the IELTS SCLT Consortium. To find an approved test centre is very important. For your test to be accepted, your test must be on the approved English language tests, which I've just touched upon, have been sat in an approved test location, so not somebody's house or it has to be at a proper place, and been awarded in the 2 years prior to the application. So if you sat the test 3 or 4 years ago, you'll need to do it again. The list of approved English language tests has been assessed as meeting the Home Office requirements under the Secure English Language Testing Arrangements. Only, and I cannot stress it enough, only those tests that are specified are approved. If you intend to use an English language test in your immigration or nationality application, it must be one of the ones that's on the list. Now, what are the actual names of the tests? You must make sure that the test you book is one that's approved for SCLT. For Pearson, it's the PTE Academic UKVI or PTE Home. For PSI Services, it's Skills for UKVI. Trinity College, it's your Secure English Language Test for UKVI, Integrated Skills in English or Graded Examinations in Spoken English. For the Arts Consortium, it must be ALTS for UKVI or ALTS Life Skills. Language Cert, theirs is Language Cert International SCLT. It is up to you to decide which test to take, but you must look into it carefully. The list of approved tests gives the CEFR level and minimum grade requirements for each level. If you fall under it or you do not meet it, you will probably be, or more than likely be, refused. Where 2 or more components, reading, writing, speaking or listening of a test are examined and awarded together, a combined exam certificate will be issued for reading and writing skills. You must show that you have achieved the required scores in all the relevant components during a single sitting of that examination, unless you are exempt for sitting a component on the basis of a disability. Next, proof of identity. This issue is very important given the ETS scandal. You will need to provide evidence of your identity at the test location before you take the test. Your identity document must be current and valid, be an original and not a photocopy, include a photograph of yourself, match the information you gave when you booked the test. If your identity document has a signature, they will also check your signature to see that it matches. The details used to book the test must match the document you provided at the test location. Again, this is a legacy of the problems in the past. If you are not able to prove your identity, you will not be allowed to take a test. This is a problem a lot of clients have. Now, what are acceptable documents that you can use to establish your identity? Well, you can use the following documents for identification for tests taken inside and outside the UK. Passport, UK biometric residence permit, UK biometric residence card, convention travel document, stateless person's travel document. You can use the following documents as identification for tests taken either in the UK or outside the UK where the document is issued, such as identity cards for EEA nationals. You can also use for identification purposes a valid photographic government issued identity card. Emergency travel documents that are often given to people if they are removed from the United Kingdom will not be accepted as proof of identity. One of the key factors, and this may sound silly, is your name must be on the document. And if you have a problem, you should contact the Home Office if you don't have a valid identity document, and they can advise you further. As happens with a lot of people, if your passport is held by the Home Office and you don't have any other form of valid identity, you should contact the Home Office to request the return of your passport. If the Home Office are unwilling to return your passport, I would advise contacting a reputable immigration lawyer to help you with this, as I have often found many people to be in this position. Lastly, if you have a previous gender, including a different name, that you do not want the test centre staff to see or for it to show on your test result, email the Home Office on sensitiveBookings at homeoffice.gov.uk before booking your test. They will tell you what you need to do in order to secure your privacy. I hope, it's not the most exciting subject, but it is something that is very important. The English language test, if it's not taken properly, or you get the wrong grade, or you fail it, or you take it at an unapproved centre, will almost invariably lead to a refused application. So pay heed to the changes that have been issued. This guidance came out on the 2nd of December 2022 and therefore is current as at the date of this video. I will update you if there are any further changes. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please stay safe, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. Thank you again. This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers.